God says, your mother who passed away has been pleading to deliver this urgent message. She is closer to you than you believe, and what she needs to say now will not come again. She is reaching out one last time, and her spirit is pressing against eternity just to be heard by you. If you believe your mother is watching from above, and her love still surrounds you, comment, Amen. There is a deep ache in the atmosphere, one that stirs the soul and shakes the earth. It is not just the sound of longing, but the sound of heaven calling. You are not here by accident right now. You were meant to see this. The time has arrived where truth must rise, and hidden comfort must be revealed. I have seen you weep in the quiet when no one else knew. I watched you fold into yourself trying to make sense of the silence she left behind. Please like this video if your heart feels heavy and you believe your mother still speaks through the wind, the dreams, and the quietness of your thoughts. Let it be your way of saying, I hear you. I did not allow you to stumble upon this divine moment by chance. Your name has been spoken in heaven again and again. Your mother has not been silent. She has whispered your name through every night you couldn't sleep, through every tear that soaked your pillow, and through every question your heart couldn't answer. I see how you've begged for signs. I see how you have searched for a reason to keep holding on. Today, I am giving you that reason. Her soul is not lost. She is not gone forever. Her essence lives on in my presence. She walks among my angels, and her voice is lifted in your favor. She is not angry with you. She is not disappointed in you. In fact, she has been fighting battles in the spirit for you that you didn't even know existed. There were accidents that didn't happen because she prayed. There were betrayals that were stopped because she cried out your name. Comment 11:11 if you believe that she is closer than you think. My child, this is not a warning of fear, but a message of urgency. The time to listen is now. The time to receive is now. The door is still open, but not for long. Her final message is carried in a sacred breath of heaven that will not wait. Her spirit has pleaded, and I have heard. That's why I have brought this message to you on this very day. Not tomorrow. Not later. But now. You have been through so much lately. I know your strength is thin, and your hope sometimes hangs by a thread. I know how you wonder if there's anything beyond the pain. But I am here to remind you that I am still your God. I am still the lifter of your head. I am still the one who walks beside you even when it feels like everyone else has left. And yes, I have allowed your mother to reach out one more time, because love never dies, and prayers never go unheard. She wants you to know that you were her heart. You were the reason she smiled even when life was hard. And even now, she watches you with pride. Her arms cannot wrap around you the way they once did, but her spirit does. Every time you think of her, that warmth that fills your chest is not a memory alone. It is her presence, alive and real, allowed by me to comfort you. Comment 222 if you trust that her message is reaching your heart right now. She is not just a soul resting. She is a voice moving. And her voice is saying that you must not let guilt eat you alive. She knows you tried. She knows you loved her. Stop punishing yourself for what you couldn't fix. Stop carrying the weight of unfinished words. She hears them now. She knows your heart. I, the Lord, am witness to your love, and I have judged it pure. You are chosen. You are covered. You are protected by my hand and by the prayers of a mother who never stopped loving you, not even in death. The grief you carry has not gone unnoticed. I have counted every tear. I have stored every prayer. And now I am moving in your life to bring peace that surpasses understanding. There is no more delay. Her final request has come before me, and I am fulfilling it by giving you this message. My child, hold your head high. She would not want you walking with shame or sadness. She would want you to live, to love again, to dance without fear. And that is exactly what I, your God, will help you do. She didn't leave you behind. She left her strength inside you. Now is the time to walk in it. Keep your heart open, for in the next moments of your life, signs will come. The light will break through. The silence will turn into comfort. And the same heaven that holds her now is the same heaven watching over you, fighting for you, guiding you toward your healing. Her final message is not one of sadness, but of hope. She is cheering for you. She is waiting for you to rise again. And I, the Lord your God, will not leave you in this valley. I will raise you from the ashes. I will restore what was lost. I will give you beauty for your pain. Stay close to me. Keep walking. Your story is not over. Your miracle is near. Heaven is with you. Her voice lives on, and I am giving you the ears to hear it now. Comment 333 to declare your faith that this moment is not random but divinely prepared for you. Everything you thought you knew about money might be wrong. A 9-word prayer, buried in a leaked FBI file, is now changing lives overnight. Thousands of people are repeating it once a day and seeing wealth appear without effort. Neuroscientists believe it activates a part of the brain that's been linked to abundance for millions of years. This could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for, but the page could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. Your tears did not fall without my attention. I saw the night you whispered into the darkness, wishing she could respond. I witnessed the heaviness in your chest as you tried to smile through your pain. You carried memories like fragile glass, afraid to break them, afraid to forget. And in all that time, she was there, closer than the air, speaking your name in the throne room of heaven. Her love is wrapped around your soul even now. Though her hands no longer hold yours, her spirit touches you every time your heart suddenly aches without warning. I placed her in your life for a reason, and I welcomed her home when her journey ended. But I never allowed your connection to be severed. What love builds, I do not destroy. What love binds, I do not erase. She speaks now through my voice. She speaks now through my presence. And what she wants you to know is this: you are not alone in this world. You never were, and you never will be. The loneliness that creeps into your spirit is a shadow, not the truth. The truth is, you are seen. You are remembered. You are cherished by both me and the one who gave you life. She said to me, Lord, please don't let them give up. Please tell them I am still with them. And so I come to you now, through this moment, through this holy breath in time, to deliver what she could not say with her lips, but has been shouting with her soul. Comment 555 if you believe that your mother's love is still alive in God's presence and protecting you even now. You have walked through storms that nearly drowned you. You have endured grief that felt like a never-ending ache. There were days when you couldn't feel my presence because the weight of your sorrow was too heavy. But even in that place, I was there. Even when your heart was numb, I never turned away. I stayed by your side, listening to every cry, even the ones you didn't speak out loud. Her final message is this: live. Not just survive, but truly live. Smile again. Laugh again. Trust again. Love again. She knows life hurt you after she left. She knows you closed parts of yourself to protect what remained. But she is asking you now, through my grace, to open those places again. To let joy return. To let purpose rise. To let your soul breathe without guilt or fear. This is not about forgetting her. This is about honoring her by living the life she prayed you would live. She wanted you to thrive. She wanted you to become. And I, your God, am standing with her now, agreeing with every prayer she ever prayed for you. Your future is still blessed. Your path is still guided. Your name is still written in my book, not in shame, but in favor. The world tried to make you feel small, but heaven has marked you as chosen. You are the child of a praying mother, and the seed of her love is still bearing fruit in your life. Comment 1212 if you receive this word deep in your heart and you believe healing is coming to your family through this moment. You are standing at the edge of restoration. I am pulling you out of the pit you didn't even know you were in. I am placing you on solid ground again. I am giving you a new beginning, one where the pain no longer controls the way you live, speak, or think. Her love didn't leave with her body. Her love remained, and it has helped me carry you until now. Every closed door that confused you, I allowed for your protection. Every unanswered prayer that made you doubt, I delayed for a higher plan. Even in the silence, I was rearranging everything for your good. And now, through this sacred release, I am aligning what was broken, restoring what was lost, and returning the joy the enemy tried to steal. You will begin to notice signs around you. Subtle but powerful confirmations that she is not gone, she is near. You will feel warmth when you should feel cold. You will hear her voice when no one else is speaking. You will know it is her because your soul will recognize her spirit, and your heart will find peace in places that used to ache. She is proud of you. Not for what you've achieved, but for how you endured. For how you kept going. For how you held on to love when it would have been easier to let go. You are her legacy. You are her answered prayer. You are the proof that love never dies and that my promises are still unfolding. Comment 777 if you can feel this word piercing through your heart and awakening something holy inside you. You have wandered through days where the silence screamed louder than any sound, carrying a grief so loud no one else could hear it. You tried to be strong when you didn't have the strength. You smiled so others wouldn't see your pain. You forced your feet to keep walking when your spirit was sinking. But I saw it all. I watched every moment when you tried to speak but couldn't find the words. And your mother saw too. From her place in my glory, she covered you with prayers that became your protection. She was never far. From the first moment her body left this world, her spirit began wrapping itself around you like a soft wind on a hot day, like a whisper in your dreams when no one else could reach you. I allowed her to stay close in spirit, because love this deep cannot be separated by death. I am the God of the living and the dead, and in me, all things remain connected. There's a reason leading neuroscientists are fascinated by one specific 9-word phrase. People all over the world are using it daily and reporting sudden financial breakthroughs, cleared debts, unexpected deposits, and total peace of mind. More than 19,000 lives have already been transformed. Some say it's divine, others say it's pure science. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might go offline any second. Click the link in the description and comments to access it before it's too late. You thought you had to let go to move on. But you never had to let go of her love. What you had to release was the pain, the guilt, and the lies the enemy tried to speak into your loss. You thought you failed her. You thought you should have done more. But your mother's heart carries no blame. Only grace. She knew your love. She felt it deeply. And now, she is asking you through my voice, to stop holding yourself hostage to what could have been. Comment 999 if you are ready to release the guilt and embrace the peace I am sending into your life right now. I am replacing mourning with joy. I am taking what the enemy meant to use against you and turning it into a testimony. You don't have to explain your pain to anyone. I understand it. I lived it with you. And I have already begun the work of healing, even when you couldn't feel it. Every time you smiled through your tears, heaven applauded your strength. Every time you chose kindness instead of bitterness, I wrote it in my book. Your suffering has not been ignored. It is being redeemed. Your mother's final message is a call to rest. Not just physical rest, but rest for your soul. She wants you to stop running from the memories, and instead allow them to bring you peace. You don't need to be afraid of remembering her. The pain will not last forever. I am softening the sharp edges of those memories, turning them into reminders of love, not sorrow. She speaks now through the light that filters through your window, through the songs that make your chest tighten, through the gentle breeze that suddenly wraps around you. Don't call it a coincidence. It's her, through me. I gave her permission to visit you in the ways your heart can still recognize her. You are not imagining it. You are not broken. You are simply loved, deeply, eternally, supernaturally loved. I am calling you back to yourself. The version of you that laughed fully, trusted easily, believed in beauty without second-guessing it. That person still lives inside you. That version is not lost, only waiting. I am waking them up. And your mother's message is the key to unlocking the parts of your soul that grief tried to bury. Comment 1010 if you are ready to walk into the light of healing and become who you were always meant to be. Your life is not over. Your joy is not gone. Your purpose is not ruined. Even with everything you've been through, I still have a plan for you. I still see the fire inside your spirit. I still call you mine. I still look at you with the eyes of a loving father who has never stopped believing in you. She asked me one thing, that I would keep you safe, happy, and whole. And I have honored that request. Even in your darkest days, my angels were assigned to you. Even when you felt abandoned, heaven was surrounding you. Now, in this moment, I am asking you to believe again. To hope again. To live again. Her voice is quiet now, but her message is loud with love. She wanted you to know that she is at peace. That she sees the bigger picture. That she forgives, she understands, and she is waiting with joy in her heart for the day you are reunited, but not in sorrow, in victory. Until that day, she wants you to live a full life. And I, your God, will make that possible. I will restore the years you feel you lost. I will bring new blessings, new connections, and new peace that passes all understanding. You will begin to feel lighter. Not because you forgot her, but because you finally understood she never really left. Her love still walks with you. Her faith in you still uplifts you. Her blessings still flow through you. And my spirit still covers you. Comment 1515 if your heart is beginning to feel lighter, and you believe this is not the end of the story. There are certain wounds that time alone cannot heal. There are losses that press against the soul so tightly, even breathing becomes a silent battle. But I am not the God of time only. I am the God of eternity, and within me, no love ever perishes. I hold both the beginning and the end in my hands. Your mother's life was a part of a divine design, and her departure was not a disappearance, it was a return. Not away from you, but into my arms, where her love for you could become something eternal and unshakable. Even when you couldn't sense it, she was still guiding you. I allowed her spirit to move gently beside yours, to shield you, to intercede for you, to fight off the storms that were not yours to face. You have wondered how you made it through things that should have broken you. You've stared at moments that didn't make sense and called them luck or coincidence. But what you called chance, I called mercy. What you thought was random was actually her whispering your name to me until I moved. She never left you uncovered. Her last message is a revelation that you've never truly been alone. The ache you felt wasn't abandonment. It was a reminder of love too strong to vanish, love that lives beyond death, love that I sanctified in my holy presence. This isn't superstition. This is divine truth. The bond between a mother and child is something I honor and protect in the heavens, because I placed it there myself. Can saying just 9 simple words really change your financial situation? According to top neuroscientists, and even an accidental confirmation from the FBI, it absolutely can. This short daily prayer is helping people erase debt, attract wealth, and live free from financial stress. It only takes a few seconds to say, but the results are lasting. Don't wait. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret is deleted forever. Comment 1717 if you feel this truth settling into your soul, calming the storm inside you right now. She remembers every detail about you. Not just your voice, but the way your spirit moved when you were happy. She remembers your fears, your laughter, your hopes. And she has not stopped hoping for you. She has not stopped believing in the beauty that still lives in you. You may feel like you've lost time. You may feel like grief froze parts of your life. But in my mercy, I restore time. I redeem what you thought was wasted. I am doing that for you now, because her final request was not for her memory to live on, but for your future to live fully. You are not the broken version of yourself you've believed you were. You are not the mistakes, the moments you regret, or the things you wish you could have done differently. You are still the child she cherished. Still the soul she cradled in her arms. And in my eyes, you are still worthy of everything good I planned for you from the beginning. She sees you clearly now, without pain, without fear, without the weight of the world she once carried. And she smiles when she watches you try to be brave. She claps in the spirit when you take steps forward. She rejoices every time you speak her name with love instead of grief. She is not haunting you. She is helping you. Helping you come back to life in ways you thought were impossible. Comment Amen if you're ready to let go of the weight and receive the healing God and your mother have been preparing for your heart. This is not imagination. This is not illusion. This is me, the Lord of hosts, revealing the truth because you're finally ready to carry it. You were never meant to stay stuck in the shadow of what you lost. You were meant to rise in the light of what still remains. Her love remains. My presence remains. And now, I am pouring out peace into your soul like never before. Your heart will not feel so heavy in the morning. Your dreams will no longer torment you. I am going to bring rest into your sleep. I am going to bring warmth into your memories. You will not fear the holidays. You will not dread the anniversaries. You will remember her and smile. You will hear her favorite song and feel joy. You will talk about her and not crumble. Because her message has finally been received, and with it comes the release your soul has been waiting for. You are walking into a new season. Not one of forgetting, but of honoring. Not one of pretending you're okay, but one of truly being okay. You are going to thrive. You are going to build again. You are going to laugh in the sunlight and feel her presence there. This is not a lie. This is the fulfillment of a promise I made to her when she said to me, "Lord, please heal my child." So I say to you now, you are being healed. Your spirit is being made whole. Your mind is being cleared of fear. Your body is being strengthened. Your steps are being guided. Your future is being opened. All because of love, a love that never stopped, a love that has been carried in my hands until you were ready to receive it. Comment Amen if you feel this is not a coincidence, but a divine calling just for your heart today. She didn't leave behind just memories. She left behind a covering. Her love did not vanish when her voice grew silent. Her prayers did not stop rising when her hands stopped moving. What she carried inside her soul, the dreams for your life, the hopes for your future, the silent tears she cried on your behalf, all of it still lives. All of it has weight in my kingdom. And all of it is working right now to pull you out of everything the enemy tried to bury you under. You have lived through some days that drained you more than words could explain. You have walked through hours that tried to convince you there was no hope left. But even in those moments, I was there, and so was she. Together, we have stood over you as you slept, whispering strength into your spirit when your body wanted to give up. We fought for your life when you didn't know there was still something worth fighting for. She wants you to know that she saw the pain you didn't show anyone. That she saw how hard you tried to be strong. She remembers how your eyes would avoid hers when you were hurting, thinking she couldn't tell. But she always knew. And even now, she knows. She knows the battles in your mind, the silent questions in your soul, the fear that rises when you think of moving on. That's why she's been begging me, let this be the moment they finally feel me again. Let this be the moment they finally breathe without pain. Comment 11:11 if you believe your mother's spirit is speaking to you right now through God's voice. My child, this is holy ground. The words you're receiving now are not empty. They are heavy with purpose. They are soaked in the tears of your mother's soul, and they carry the breath of my spirit. I am not giving you vague comfort. I am giving you direct release. You will no longer wake up with the weight of sorrow pressing against your chest. You will no longer dread the memories. You will look at photos and smile instead of ache. You will hear her name and feel peace instead of pain. Because now, you understand, she is not just a memory. She is a witness. A witness to your strength. A witness to your growth. A witness to the way you've held on even when you felt like falling apart. She's not just in heaven looking down. She is in heaven fighting for what is coming next in your life. Her prayers have not stopped. Her protection has not ended. Her love has not grown distant. It has only grown deeper in my presence. Right now, 55 countries are quietly using a 9-word money ritual. A recently leaked research file revealed that this pattern activates powerful brain pathways tied to wealth and prosperity. People are repeating it once a day and seeing money flow into their lives like never before. This discovery might not stay online much longer. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the phrase before it disappears forever. There were times when you could have lost everything: your mind, your faith, your sense of direction. But you didn't. And you need to know why. Because she stood before me and said, "Lord, not yet. Please keep them. Please protect them." And I listened. And I moved. And you were kept, not because you were perfect, but because you were loved. By her. By me. And now, you are about to walk into a season where you will finally feel free again. Comment 222 if you receive this word deep in your heart and believe freedom is coming to your soul. There is so much ahead of you. This message is not an ending, it's a beginning. I have watched you try to rebuild yourself from pieces you didn't know how to fit together. But now I am stepping in. I am lifting you with my own hands. I am placing my spirit in the cracks where grief once lived. I am filling you with strength that doesn't make sense. And it's all because love, true, holy, everlasting love, is still working on your behalf. She wanted you to know something else, something sacred. That every time you've succeeded, she rejoiced. That every time you were blessed, she danced. That every time you've grown, healed, forgiven, or simply kept going, she celebrated with me. You never had to be perfect. You only needed to stay. And you did. And now, heaven is responding. Get ready to feel lighter, not because you let her go, but because you are letting go of the belief that she left you. She didn't. I brought her home, but I never severed her love. I wrapped it in my power, sealed it in my promise, and sent it back to you in every quiet moment when your heart reached for her. She was there. I was there. And we are still here. Do not fear what's next. I am already there. Do not carry shame for how long it took to arrive at this place. Healing is not a race. I brought you here now because now is when you could finally receive it. You are ready. And she is proud. Not just because you're healing, but because even broken, you never stopped loving her. And that love was enough. Comment Amen if you believe that love this powerful could only come from heaven. This is not just comfort. This is restoration. This is not just a message of remembrance. This is the beginning of something holy and new. She is not reaching back from the past. She is speaking from eternity. From the place where there is no more sorrow, no more regret, no more unanswered cries. I brought her home, but I left behind the fullness of her love for you, because I knew you would need it. I knew you would reach moments in life when only her voice could keep you from falling apart. You thought you had to survive this without her. You thought her absence meant you were left to figure it all out on your own. But child, you were never alone. Her presence has been wrapped around you every time you faced something too heavy to carry alone. Her prayers have formed a shield. And her final request has now become your open door. She didn't leave because she wanted to. She left because I called her home. But she made me promise one thing, that you would not be left in the dark. That somehow, someday, you would hear this: I see you. I love you. I've never stopped being with you. And I, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of all creation, honored her request. I brought this moment into existence just for you. Comment 333 if you feel this truth awakening something sacred in your spirit right now. She sees you standing in the places she used to stand, trying to stay strong for everyone, trying to be the one who holds it all together. She sees the pressure you're under, the silent weight you carry, the questions you never voice. She knows how you miss her wisdom, her laughter, her arms. And she knows how often you keep those feelings hidden so others won't worry. But here's what she needs you to understand now: you don't have to carry this alone. Not anymore. Not after this. She prayed that my strength would be enough to carry both of you, and I answered. You can rest now. You can release the guilt. You can stop blaming yourself for what you could not control. Her love is not tied to perfection. Her love is tied to your heart. And that heart is still beating because heaven still has plans for you. She didn't raise you for the grave. She raised you for greatness. Her blood, her sacrifices, her lessons, none of it was in vain. I have watched over the seeds she planted in you, and now I am watering them with this holy word. You are about to bloom in a way you never expected. Even through your pain, even after all the loss, I have been preparing something beautiful on the inside of you. Comment 999 if you believe that something new is about to be born from what once felt broken. Her final message is not one of farewell. It is one of continuation. She wants you to keep living, not half alive, not pretending, but truly living. She wants you to trust again, to laugh deeply again, to look forward to life without the shadow of grief clouding every good thing. And I want that for you too. That's why I've sent this word with so much weight, because you need to know, without a doubt, that her love didn't end, it was transformed. You may still have days when tears rise without warning. That's okay. I see every one of them. I store them like treasure. But from this day forward, those tears will not only come from sorrow, they will begin to come from healing. From joy. From moments where you feel her presence so strongly, you'll know I allowed it. I will make sure she continues to visit in ways only your heart will understand. You will feel her in the peace that suddenly fills the room. You will hear her in the wind that brushes your face when no one else is around. That is me allowing her to comfort you through my presence. The FBI tried to keep this hidden, but now it's out. A 9-word sentence has been discovered that instantly activates a part of your brain linked to effortless wealth. Thousands of people are using it once a day and watching financial blessings pour in. They're calling it a miracle, and for many, it truly is. But this secret might be taken down again without warning. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone. You are stronger than you think, but you don't have to be strong alone anymore. I am strengthening you. Her voice has been added to the choir of heaven that sings over your life daily. Her words have become wind in your lungs. Her memory has become fuel for your journey. You are surrounded by divine love, and it will never let you fall. This is not just a moment of healing. It is a transfer. Her final blessing is being placed over your life like a mantle. Her strength is becoming yours. Her faith is becoming your foundation. Her intercession is becoming your victory. I am binding her spirit to your future, not to hold you in grief, but to lift you into grace. Comment 1212 if you believe this is your divine moment to receive restoration and comfort straight from heaven. She did not leave behind just memories. She left behind an imprint, one that lives in the way you speak, in the way you care, in the way your soul reaches out even when your body is tired. She sees how much of her still lives in you. And she is proud, not because you've been perfect, but because even when you were breaking, you kept trying. You kept believing. You kept moving, even with tears in your eyes. And I, the Lord your God, have honored every step of that sacred endurance. There were moments when you whispered her name in the darkness, hoping she could hear you. You didn't tell anyone how much you still needed her. You thought people might not understand. But I understood. I heard those whispers like thunder in heaven. And I allowed her to feel your ache, because I knew it would move her to intercede even more. She did not stop mothering you from heaven. She only moved into a higher level of love, one where time and space cannot limit her prayers. You thought your grief would swallow you. But child, you are still here. That is proof of my hand and her covering. You survived the worst days not because you were strong, but because you were held. She held you with her spirit, and I held you with my grace. And now, that same grace is rising around you again, filling every crack with something holy, something real. Comment Amen if you feel my presence settling on you like peace you didn't even know you needed. You no longer need to pretend you're okay when you're not. I am not looking for your performance. I am reaching for your heart. And her message is doing the same. She wants you to know that you can finally rest. You can finally let go of the idea that you must carry everything alone. You were never designed to walk this path without help. And now, both heaven and her are helping you rise again. Let me make something clear to you, nothing about your journey has been forgotten. Not by her. Not by me. I remember every moment when you felt like giving up. I remember when you blamed yourself. I remember when you begged me for just one more moment with her. And though I could not bring her back in the way you wanted, I gave you something better, her love eternalized, her faith sealed into your life, her voice made one with my spirit. From now on, when you walk into the future, you will not walk with emptiness. You will walk with empowerment. Her Spirit will go before you. Her words will rise in your heart when you feel lost. Her faith will remind you to keep going when life feels too big. And I will be beside you every step, giving you the strength to breathe, to smile, and to love without fear. Comment 555 if you are ready to step into this new season with courage, with faith, and with the power of love that never dies. This is what I promised her when she stood before me with tears in her eyes and your name on her lips. She didn't ask for riches or rewards in heaven. She asked me to take care of you, to never leave you, to speak when she could not, to reach you when she no longer could with her own hands. And I vowed to her that I would. I sealed that promise with my presence. And this message is the fulfillment of that sacred vow. The pain you've been carrying is heavy, but now I am lifting it. The thoughts that have haunted you are fading in the light of truth. The lies that told you she's gone for good are breaking under the weight of my word. She's not gone. She's present in every step of your journey. She's present in every new blessing I am about to release. She's present in the strength that's returning to your soul even as you read these words. This is not the end. This is not a closing chapter. This is the beginning of a restoration so deep, it will change the way you see everything. The way you love. The way you believe. The way you live. You are not who you were before this loss, but you are about to become someone stronger, someone softer, someone who understands heaven more than most people ever will. There is a weight of glory resting on your life. And much of it came from her. She labored in prayer for you. She cried out to me when you didn't know how to. And I honored her labor. Now, I am turning those prayers into answered promises. You will see blessings that carry her fingerprints. You will walk into rooms where favor has been waiting for you. You will feel the shift, not just emotionally, but spiritually. A 9-word script, verified by Harvard researchers and tested in multiple neuroscience labs, is helping everyday people attract unexpected money. No hustle, no financial coaching, just 30 seconds a day from your couch. Many are seeing cleared debts, surprise deposits, and complete peace of mind. But this information could be pulled offline at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted for good. You are chosen. Not only by me, but by her love. And that love is a weapon. That love is a shield. That love is still fighting for you. Comment Amen if you feel this word was meant for you at this exact time in your life. She has never stopped loving you. Not for a second. Not even when you doubted, or distanced yourself, or broke down under the weight of pain too deep for others to understand. Even when you questioned me, she understood. Even when you were angry with how life unfolded, she forgave. Because her love, just like mine, is not fragile. It is fierce. It is forgiving. It is unshakable. And it is still working. You are not too late to receive what she prayed for. I want you to hear that clearly. The blessings she asked me to release over your life are not gone. They were never denied. They were preserved, stored in the secret places of my glory until your heart was strong enough to carry them. And now, with her voice and my spirit aligned, those blessings are beginning to fall like rain, healing rain, comforting rain, restoring rain. There are things that are going to make sense now that didn't before. Pieces of your life that felt scattered are going to click into place. That's because her prayers were never just about keeping you safe. They were about giving you peace. Peace that no one could steal. Peace that would cover you when the nights felt endless and your hope felt like it had run dry. Comment 1010 if you believe this peace is flowing into your life right now and your soul is starting to settle again. You fought battles no one knew about. Smiled through pain that should have broken you. And still, you kept going. And I want you to know, she saw every bit of that. In heaven, they do not forget. They rejoice. And she has been rejoicing over every moment you kept going when you could have given up. She saw how you honored her memory by simply surviving, by continuing, by choosing kindness when the world gave you reasons to be cold. Now, she wants more for you. She wants you to move from surviving to living. From enduring to rejoicing. From remembering with pain to remembering with peace. And I am making that possible. I am going to show you what joy looks like after sorrow. I am going to walk with you into a future that isn't haunted by grief, but lifted by grace. I am doing it for you. And I'm doing it because she asked me to. She asked me to give you signs, clear ones. Not hidden hints, but undeniable moments where you feel her close. And I am answering that now. In the coming days, you will notice small things that feel like her. Smells. Songs. Dreams. Unexpected peace that makes no sense. These are not your imagination. These are her prayers touching earth. These are moments I've allowed to remind you, she never left. She just moved to a place where she could love you better. Comment 1717 if you're ready to receive those signs and walk with eyes wide open to the movement of heaven in your life. You are walking into the most important season of your life. And this message, her final request, is the foundation. I am building new things in your heart. I am restoring parts of you that felt dead for years. I am breathing life into the memories that once only brought tears. Her story in your life is not over. It is just shifting. From presence to purpose. From voice to legacy. From memory to movement. You carry her now. Not in burden, but in blessing. Not in regret, but in reverence. You carry her in the way you care for others. In the way your heart breaks for the broken. In the way you love with depth and honesty. She lives through those things, because those things are what she prayed into you. She didn't just raise you. She planted herself inside you. And her love will never stop blooming. I want you to walk lighter now. I want you to breathe deeper. I want you to stop waiting for the pain to pass and instead start walking with peace beside you. This is not the kind of peace the world gives. This is peace that comes from heaven. Peace that holds you when no one else can. Peace that has your mother's fingerprints on it and my name sealed within it. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are wrapped in a grace so deep, not even death could interrupt it. You are seen by heaven. You are held by my Spirit. And her voice, her final message, is now a song over your life that will never stop playing. Comment Amen if you feel something shifting inside you right now, something only God could touch. She didn't just love you in life, she loves you now in eternity. That love has been echoing through the heavens, calling out your name, asking me again and again to let her speak one last time. And I waited for this moment, when your spirit was quiet enough, soft enough, ready enough to finally receive what she has been crying to give you. Not a goodbye, but a blessing. Not an end, but a beginning. Her voice has not been silenced, it has been sanctified. You have walked through the valley of loss with dignity. Even when you felt like crumbling, you kept standing. Even when the weight of her absence felt unbearable, you kept living. I saw it. She saw it. And now, both heaven and your mother are surrounding you with a peace that the enemy cannot steal. Her final message is not wrapped in sadness, it is wrapped in strength. It is a divine reminder that your heart was never left to shatter alone. If money always seems out of reach, your brain might be the reason. Scientists have found that a 9-word phrase, buried deep in your subconscious, could be blocking financial blessings without you even realizing it. But when you say the words out loud, the blockage is removed, and abundance begins to flow. Thousands have already felt the shift. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret disappears forever. She sees you now. She sees the way you love others even while your heart still mourns. She sees the way you wake up each day and choose to be present, even when part of you feels like hiding. She sees the way you honor her in quiet moments, how you still think about what she would say, what she would do. And she smiles. Because she knows you're still carrying her in the most beautiful way, through compassion, resilience, and grace. Comment 1111 if you feel her presence alive in you, guiding your steps and comforting your soul. This world has tried to convince you that moving on means letting go. But that is not what I ever asked of you. I never asked you to forget. I never asked you to erase. I only asked you to heal. And now, child, healing is here. The same voice that once soothed your cries as a child is now whispering over your life from eternity, through me, saying, "You are not alone. You never were. I am with you." There are places in your life where pain has lived too long. Places where you stopped dreaming because grief filled the space where hope used to be. But I am reclaiming those places. I am planting peace where sorrow grew. I am restoring joy where emptiness had taken root. Because her final message is not about looking back, it is about moving forward with boldness, without fear, knowing she walks beside you in spirit and I lead you with my hand. You are being released from the weight of unanswered questions. You no longer need to wrestle with what-ifs and maybes. She wants you to know that she forgives, she understands, and she never blamed you. I want you to know that I have already redeemed what you thought was broken beyond repair. You are free. And this freedom is holy. Comment 222 if you are ready to walk in this freedom, to rise above what once held you down. I am going to give you dreams again. Dreams that make your heart beat with excitement instead of ache. I am going to open doors that you thought were permanently closed. I am going to surround you with people who carry the same kind of love she gave you, unconditional, steady, nurturing. I am not just healing the wound, I am filling the space with something stronger than pain. I am filling it with purpose. Your life still matters. Your story still holds beauty. Your name is still being spoken in the highest places of my kingdom. She says it often. She prays it through me. And I answer. Every time you felt alone and suddenly peace entered the room, that was her intercession. Every time you were about to give up and found the strength to try again, that was her prayer reaching me. You have never been without covering. She left behind a legacy, and that legacy is you. You are the proof that love outlives breath. That faith outlasts time. That the heart can break and still keep beating with hope. She would want you to live boldly. To walk in joy without apology. To love freely and without fear. And I will help you do all of that and more. I will carry you when you're weak. I will push you when you hesitate. I will surround you when you feel exposed. I will fill you when you feel empty. You are not a victim of loss. You are a vessel of love. And that love is powerful. That love is prophetic. That love is holy. It is flowing through you now. You are walking with angels. You are protected by my Spirit. You are honored by heaven. Comment Amen if your heart is beginning to rest in this truth and your soul feels the shift. She never wanted to leave you. And I, in my sovereignty, didn't take her without purpose. It was her time, yes, but even in her departure, I allowed her to leave something behind. Her strength. Her faith. Her tenderness. Her fight. I placed all of it into your spirit. And though her hands can no longer hold you, her legacy holds you every single day. You have become a living echo of everything she loved most, and I am using that echo to do something new in the world through you. Your pain has not disqualified you. In fact, it has deepened your ability to love, to empathize, to see the broken and not look away. And your mother sees this in you. She sees how you care. How you give. How you continue to rise, even when you feel depleted. She has never once stopped praying over you. And now, those prayers are becoming promises. I am answering her one by one, starting with your healing, and ending in your breakthrough. Comment 333 if you are ready to receive the breakthrough that has been waiting to reach you. She didn't leave you empty. She left you an inheritance of intercession. And today, I am activating it fully. You are not just being comforted, you are being empowered. You will walk into rooms and carry peace others can't explain. You will carry her spirit of compassion, and your presence will heal others in ways they won't understand. It's because you've walked through a valley of grief, and I am now turning that valley into a well of grace. This isn't just about what you lost. This is about what you're gaining. You are gaining clarity, vision, strength, understanding, and above all, connection. You and your mother are more connected now in my presence than you ever were on earth. Because in heaven, there is no distance. In me, there is no separation. What was broken by time has now been mended by eternity. She wants you to live with joy again. She wants you to walk with lightness in your step. She wants you to laugh deeply, love boldly, and feel again without guilt. That is why this message carries so much power. Because it is not just for your mind, it is for your spirit. She is asking you to let go of the pain, not because she wants to be forgotten, but because she wants to be remembered in joy, not sorrow. A strange 9-word prayer, once locked away in a government archive, is now helping everyday people attract money faster than ever imagined. Scientists say it activates a dormant part of the brain tied to abundance and receiving. It takes less than 30 seconds to speak, but the effects can be life-changing. People are reporting cleared debts, surprise windfalls, and total financial freedom. Click the link in the description and comments before this page is taken down without warning. Comment 999 if you're ready to let the sorrow go and carry her memory in joy. There are things you've buried, dreams, hopes, desires, because you didn't believe you had the right to want them anymore. But I say to you now, arise. Those dreams are not dead. They are only sleeping. And I am waking them. You will begin to feel inspiration again. Not random. Not temporary. But deep and holy. It will stir something sacred in you. And it will be her smile in heaven and my spirit on earth moving through you at the same time.